Hello beautiful bookworms, my name is Katarina and welcome to my channel. So today I'll be doing a little short review for a short story that I was sent to by a friend, and it's not a physical printed book, I believe, it's a short story that I was sent and that I read on my phone, so we can say it's like an ebook of a sort. It is not, but okay. And it's called Do Outro Lado do Espelho, or From the Other Side of the Mirror, by Filipe Falcão and Pedro Ferreira. And they are two Portuguese people, and they obviously write in Portuguese, and I read it in Portuguese, but I'm reviewing this in English because, yeah, I review stuff in English in my channel. So I don't have the physical copy to show you, but basically it's a short story about two narrators, and one of them is supposed to be Jack the Ripper and the other one is a detective that is trying to capture him. And it's a very interesting story. It only has 36 pages, so it's very quick to read, and you get very involved in the situation. And the characters are very well described in a sense that these authors could bring out like the darkness inside of the characters. And although you have a lot of descriptions from the environment and how the characters feel and how they look, you don't have a lot of descriptions about the place where the action is going on, which is supposed to be England in the time of Jack the Ripper, obviously. But yeah, you really feel like you're inside the story, which is good because in a short story, so short because it only has 36 pages, it's sometimes really difficult to capture people and to make them feel like they're inside of the story, but it's very aggressive in a way that really pulls you in, and you just see everything so dark, like the darkness inside of the human mind. I don't know if I'm explaining myself, but yeah, that's it. And I think that the part that is supposed to be more focused on are the characters per se, the narrators, and not so much the descriptions of the place where the action takes place. Well, I am very well talkative today. So, I really liked it in general. It was, as I said, very short, and you can notice that is a first draft because there are some mistakes in punctuation and stuff like that, but it's not very, like, when you're reading you don't really see it. I see it because I was reading it for reviewing it, so that's why. But it's really good, I really liked it, and one of the good things is that although when you're reaching it, like one page or two before you reach the final climax, you understand what the plot twist will be, you can't get it in the rest of the book. And I think that's important because if you're going to write a short book or a short story about something and the people can immediately know what your major plot twist will be, then it will be ruined, because such a short book for something that you can understand, it wouldn't be worth it. So this was really worth it because I wasn't getting where it was going to, and you get so enveloped in the darkness that you can't really understand what's going on until you reach that no turning back point, and in that moment you understand what's going on, and it's a really nice feeling to understand what's going on with this. And yeah, I really liked it. I don't think there was a lot of world building. Like, obviously it was in the real world in England, but they didn't describe a lot of like the streets and where it was and stuff like that. But I think that's okay, because the main reason why this book was written, or this short story, I don't know how to refer to this, but yeah, that's okay. And I think that the main reason that this was written was for the characters and for that story and for revealing the darkness inside human beings and the thoughts and yeah, everything. And I think that that's the thing that got me and that I really liked about this. So I think that other people probably will like that too and won't be so preoccupied about the fact that they don't describe the places, because that really, it doesn't interest, like, I don't give a fuck if they talk about the places. That's it. I don't want to know, because I really want to know what's going on inside these characters' minds. And yeah, and you want to know if the detective is going to catch Jack the Ripper and yada yada. So I think that's the interesting thing in here. And you can't lose yourself when you only have 36 pages to write. Like, you can't go on and start describing stuff that nobody cares about. So I think that the pacing was really well done, and it was really fast pacing, which is by obvious reasons. But when they start describing the character, the inside of the character, it slowed down a bit, and I think that was also good because you could slow down a bit with it and feel what they wanted you to feel. And I am talking in plural here because I really loved the way that both of them wrote, but I feel like you can really understand like that there are two different people writing that, which means that although the style is a little bit alike and you see like a repetition of adjectives and stuff like that, which is completely normal, you understand that one is one and the other is the other, which is actually very nice, because if you're writing as two people and it's like the same way of writing, then why are two people writing? Like, you can understand, and it is supposed to be like this because there are two different narrators for the story, so it is supposed to feel like. But yeah, I think that it wasn't like a very, how do I say this? Like a very, oh my god, there's another person writing this. No, it was very slow, and you were just like, oh yeah, the style is different here, and it looks like this is another narrator. But it wasn't very, like, I wasn't surprised that, oh my god, what happened? I was like, yeah, this is nice. So we're from this end to this end, and this is nice. And yeah, so overall, I really liked it. So if you are Portuguese, I will leave the link down below to where you can find this little short story, and I will recommend you to read it if you want. For my other followers, international followers, if you want to try and translate it, you can, because the link will be down below, but it's in Portuguese, I'm sorry, so probably you won't be able to read it. But yeah, maybe they will publish and then you'll be able to read it. I don't know. So I really liked it, and congratulations to these two authors because they were really great. But I just think that, well, they have to continue writing and put something out into the world, because people will like this, so go for it. And yeah, I hope you guys like this video. If you like it, leave a like or subscribe and give that short story a shot, please, because it's really good. Bye!